basically, they had said, I know I've said basically a lot, but they had said that one of the things that you can do in the game of Grand Theft Auto, like Grand Theft Auto 3, is you can go around and kill hookers for points, and that is not true. That is very, very not true. One of the things that you can do is, if you kill someone on the streets, you can get money from them, which is kind of, yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer, because a lot of people that would be, you know, if you would kill them on the streets, if they're just like a normal citizen, or even just a person, let's go with that. If they're a person and you just kill them on the streets, more than likely, unless they're homeless or something, they're probably gonna carry a wallet on them, and they're probably going to have money on their person. That's kind of a given, you know. It's kind of just one of those things that's it's pretty obvious. It's a pretty obvious thing. And now I've saved in an extremely, I've rewound in an extremely bad place. We're gonna save right there and hope for the best. And there we go. Okay, we're not doing the whole rewind train. Okay, well, you know, that kind of almost worked. There we go. There we go. Kind of better. And as I try to maneuver my way out of bullshit, which just seems impossible at this point, but there we go. Okay, sure. I'm not really sure how that didn't work. Not sure how that didn't quite work out in my favor there. Goddamn hammer! Hammer! You piece of crap. Stupid. Oh boy. Well, that was my bad. Way to go. Way to go. Is this really? Nope. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, was that really the end? Like, Ninja, you son of a bitch. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not where I wanted to be. God damn it. Okay, there we go. A little bit better. Let's, what the hell was that? Why was I stopped so early in my jump? I'm not sure. Not sure what was going on there, but okay, sure game, whatever you say. Whatever you say. But, yeah, I mean, they made the argument that, you know, basically in the game, you could kill people for points, and that's not true. That is not true. There is no system in the game that allows you to kill someone for points. At least in Grand Theft Auto. You do have a meter. Not really a meter, but, you know, I guess you could say it kind of works like a point system, but there is a section of your bar that displays how much money you have. So, you know, while there isn't really any specific mission, as far as I know, where it's like, hey, go kill these hookers, and, like, you'll get a certain amount of money, while you do commit crimes in Grand Theft Auto, obviously by the name Grand Theft Auto and stuff, you know, while you're not a character who has a high moral high ground, really, because you're not, you're playing a criminal that's pretty much doing what he has to do to survive and thrive in a corrupt city and all that stuff. It's not as terrible a game as you think, which is really weird. I know, for me to say, because it's a game based around corruption and whatever, but the point that I'm trying to make is it's a game. It's a medium of entertainment. And we're back in space again for some reason. It's a medium of entertainment that people can use to escape their real lives, which is pretty much, you know, it's one of the things that I had talked about earlier, that, you know, I use video games to escape my real life, because it's just, you know, sometimes, well, not just sometimes, but life isn't as easy for some people as it is for other people, and while my life isn't the most difficult life to live, it hasn't been all bells and whistles either. You know, I will say that I do lead a pretty good life. You know, I would have to say, living in a first world country and all that, and, well, you know, I wanted that, but I'm not even going to bother trying. Oh boy, there's a door right here, and I don't know how I managed to get that, but, you know, somehow. You know, I live in a first world country, and I'm not homeless. I do have a job. One that I wish would pay me more. Because I barely get by most of the time, but, you know, I still have a family. I have a girlfriend who I love very much, and it's just, my life is not difficult, but I am stressed out a lot. I don't even know how to explain, but a lot of it has to do with my job and dealing with people. I will say that I used to be a lot more patient before I had started dealing with a lot of people, but the case that I guess I can make for people is people are, god damn it, that would happen when it, oh boy, okay, I need to, there we go, there we are, go, no, son of a, god damn it, I want to get through this before I even try to even talk about what I'm going to talk about, because I'm going to get really mad here in a couple of seconds. Damn it! This is... Son of a bitch! Oh, nope, now my controller's hitting me left. Stop it. Stop it, controller. Okay, well, that was almost what I wanted to do, and now that these are way off, I have to kind of time it. That was almost it. God damn it. No. Why? There we go. Whew. But there's a lot of stress put on people. Not, you know, I mean, you know, just people in general. It's hard to deal with shit sometimes, and you just kind of, wow, we have to deal with this. Awesome. Freaking great. Okay, well, we bypassed that. Any more green bubbles of doom? I would certainly hope not, but, you know, given my track record, I'm sure it's gonna happen like that, and then, you know, I had managed to skate by and hit a freaking clapper. Just great. Just great. But, well, you know, thus is life, right? Can't be, like I said, it can't be all bells and whistles, but, you know, I live a relatively easy-ish life. It's not, at the same time, it's not as easy, and, you know, there's just, you know, shit just happens, and a lot of stuff that, a lot of things that happen, goddamn my momentum. I swear, sometimes that is the biggest killer in these games, but, wow, okay, well, you know, what am I going to do with you, game? What am I going to do? Can I even get back? No, I can't. Okay, well, I could do that. That kind of worked. Cool beans. But, you know, a lot of what happens, I guess a reason, not really even a scapegoat, but, what happens a lot of times is people get really stressed out, and then they do stuff that they're gonna regret, and they're not really thinking about it a lot at first. I mean, they are thinking about it a lot, but they don't think about it in kind of the right way, I guess you could say. And it leads people to make bad choices, and it you know, like, bad things happen. It's not going to be one of those things where it's like, bad things happen, and, you know, there's nothing you can really do about it. I already went through that argument earlier. You already know that, because there are some things that just can't be prevented, but, you know, a lot of what leads these people to do things, aside from just being basically insane, is they go through a lot of stress in life, and they try to deal with it as best they can, and what happens is, there just comes a point where they just snap, you know, it happens. Everyone has that kind of mental breaking point where they just can't take it anymore, and they have to do something to alleviate that stress, and what a lot of people don't do is they don't seek, you know, professional help, or what have you, some kind of alternative outlet, like, you know, what I do. I play games to, you know, not just escape the world, but to deal with shit in my life that I normally wouldn't be able to kind of handle, I guess, because it's just, I don't know. There's just shit that, you know, even though I've been around for, how long has it been? I'm gonna be 20, right now I'm 26, and I'm, wow, okay, no. I'm gonna be pushing 27 this year. Yeah, I'm gonna be, wait, is that right? Is that even right? I don't know. I'm gonna be pushing 20-something this year. Close to 30, I know that. I know that much. But, yeah, there's shit, there are situations that, you know, even having been around for as long as I have, which isn't very long, really, and as far as life goes, I'm just ill-equipped to deal with it, and that's just, you know, thus is life, you know, it's just one of those things, and I can't be prepared for everything, you know, life has thrown me my fair share of curveballs. My parents have done, you know, have done whatever they can to, what the fuck was that? Did you see how much I just, like, dropped like a stone? I'm not even sure what that was about, but, you know, my parents have done their best to prepare me for the world. And, you know, I am grateful for that. I will say, as far as, you know, as immature as I can be, I try in most situations to be as mature as possible. That's very difficult, though. But, you know, there's only so much that you're prepared for, and then when life throws you a curveball, you can do two things. You can deal with it, as best you can, and hope that somehow, some way, that you'll make it, you know, on top to be able to deal with this, you know, whatever is happening. And no matter what happens, you'll come out the better person. No matter what, because, you know, sometimes, you know, just shitty things happen, and people are ill-equipped to deal with them, and you can only do so much. I guess that's my point. But what happens with some people is they just can't deal with it, and like I said, everyone has their breaking point, and people just, you know, oh man, I really had to hit that switch, didn't I? Okay, well, there we go, hit that switch. And, yeah, so, you know, they just hit that point, they snap, they go out, more times than not, they deal with stuff, in not the best way. They commit acts that I'm sure, given the chance, they would love to go back and not do what they did, but a lot of times it ends in unnecessary bloodshed, and, you know, that's just how the world works. It's very unfortunate that things happen that way, but we're gonna go back around and do that one level that we probably should have done earlier before going all the way back across that bridge, but hey, that is how we roll. That's how I roll. But people are like I said, they're ill-equipped to deal with shit, and bullshit happens, and, you know, it's very unfortunate that, you know, these acts have to happen, but that is kind of one side of the story. The other side of the story, which I've talked about before, is people are just they're just batshit insane. You know, they don't have the mental capacity to realize that these things that they're doing are wrong, and god damn it, these things are wrong, and that they're wrong, and that there's a better way to deal with stuff, but, you know, like I said, they don't have the mental capacity to be able to figure that out, so they're already in a position where they can't really make the best choice. And it's really unfortunate for those people, because there could be a situation where maybe if they had gotten help, or even with help. You know, sometimes there's just no helping people, which sucks. But you could have given someone the benefit of the doubt if they had sought after help, and it's just that there's no helping some of these individuals, unfortunately, and, you know, bad shit has to happen, and, you know, it doesn't have to happen, but it does, and, you know, what can you do? You can hope to learn from it, and, you know, see that maybe if there's a way to figure this out, you know, next time, that it can be done, and that's all we really can do. And one of the things that you should not do, that we should not do as a society, is to blame a medium that has as much to do with bringing violence into the lives of, you know, ordinary citizens as much as, like, movies does. Because I'll tell you what, before we had, you know, video games and all that stuff, like, there were violent movies, and violent movies has not caused anyone to do anything ridiculously stupid. You know, in the sense that video games has done the same thing, because violent movies have been around for a long time. And if you... Okay, well, before I even get onto that, so you actually found a way to get here. Now we need to go all the way down to the underground. Let's go, Mario. But any rational person would realize that, okay, let's say that somebody that didn't have the, you know, the mental capacity to understand that, you know, video games are pretend and movies are pretend and whatever, and they're like, yeah, you know, I watched this. Let's make that argument right now, that I watched or that I played this, and there goes Yoshi. Goodbye, my friend. And that caused me to do this. Okay, sure. Let's say that